What's up, guys? It's Mitsu here, back with another video. It's been a little while. It's probably been like, what, 4 weeks since my last upload? So I decided for this video, since the comic is nearly done, I'm going to show like a speed art of me working on the comic. This is going to be another unscripted video of me just talking to you guys, telling you my thoughts, my plans, and we're going to see how this goes. Because last time I did a script, I just didn't like it. So I feel like I'd probably do better just like talking to you guys, you know, without any script in my face to read off of. So the panel that you're seeing me work on is the second to last page for the first comic issue. I'm not gonna go into full detail what happens in it. Obviously, by the time it releases, you'll find out. But I just want to talk about like the overall process of my thoughts on working on this comic so far and things that I learned down the line. So things that I learned down the line, number one is that, in all honesty, I'm not going to be doing the amount of quality I'm trying to have the first issue have consistently. And what I mean by that is that when you're making a comic and you have to make a deadline, the quality kind of has to dip. And I'm not going to be doing all the extra shading that I'm doing, all the cleanup I'm about to do after I fully finish it, because that genuinely takes a little bit too long. So since this is like my first ever actual legitimate comic, I am trying to make sure to find ways to make the process overall shorter, like shortcuts. I need to start using my shortcuts on my tablet more. That's something I haven't been doing. If I start doing that, stop being lazy and set them all up, I'd be able to do things a lot more quicker, like changing colors and all that, or changing pen tools, or mastering the magic wand. You probably can see in this video, I can't remember, because it's been like, what, 2 days since I recorded that video of me doing it. Yeah, you could probably see in the video me like struggling to use the magic wand, but in that very same video that day I was doing it, I kind of did learn how to use that tool a little bit more better. Magic wand tool has always been wonky with me, but if I want to get this done quicker, I need to figure that out. And another thing I learned is a shading hack. So instead of having to slap, get a whole new palette, a color palette to do the shading, you can just go over the character with black, and then lower the opacity. That's what I learned, and you could see in the first issue that I've actually used it a couple times, for like the creature that the dude is fighting. But yeah, overall, like, making a comic really does take a lot. It takes a lot out of you. But even then, the whole process just has been pretty fun, honestly. And it's just surreal to see a project that I've been working on for so long, since I was 6 years old, finally come to light. And it's really a great feeling. Well, I did also want to mention that, like, sorry, projects like these, like doing a comic, it forces me to do things I've never drawn before. I am not a person that normally draws backgrounds, but when you make a comic, backgrounds are kind of important. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of a little bit afraid to do that, right? But that's like the whole point of working on something you've never done before. Getting out of your shell, basically. And I encourage anybody Anybody who wants to do their own comic, do it, because it definitely helps you improve your art. I feel like I've improved as a digital artist because of this. I've made some panels that I'm really proud of. Now, is the first issue going to be perfect?
Hell to the no, to the no, 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 no. Hell no, no, to the no, no. Hell to the no, no.
Hell no. It's nothing that you first make is ever going to be perfect. And when you put that in your head as an artist, you can do anything. And I know that sounds cheesy, but I'm being serious when I say this. When you fully are aware and you accept the fact that no matter how hard you try not to make imperfections, your art, your writing, anything that you create is going to have imperfections. And those imperfections is what makes art amazing. Art is popular, in my opinion, because it fully reflects life. Art is imperfect. It can never be perfect. And that's just like everybody else's life. So that's why when you put that mindset in your head that, yes, I am aware that my first comic and some of the issues might not be that good art-wise or writing-wise. Whatever your strength or weaknesses is, you are aware that you can always improve. And with that, you will. For a long time, I didn't want to do this comic because I was scared that it might not get popular. And even then, I'm still scared that it might not get popular. I'm scared that it might fail. I'm scared that maybe I'm not cut out for writing this. But sometimes when you're scared, you have to take that leap. And I'm glad that I did, and I feel confident that I can do this. If you want to start your comic, start it. Do it. But if you feel like your comic needs a little bit more time in the oven, go ahead. But don't sit there and have it in the oven for too long, or else it'll overcook, and then nobody can eat it. I don't even understand what analogy I'm making, but if you can understand it, great. I guess what I'm trying to say is that the longer you try to make something perfect, hence the oven, you cooking, it'll end up coming out burnt. Meaning that no one ever gets to eat it, right? You didn't put it out. It's just burnt. But when you cook it just right, you give it enough time for development, not too long, not too short, and then you serve it to all those people, they're gonna be like, damn boy, or damn girl, this is some fine wine. I feel like I'm just like talking out of my ass right now, but seriously though, I hope you guys like understand what I'm trying to say, because sometimes I don't even understand what I'm saying, and I do hope that you do get inspired to do your own comic. Yes, my comic is not out yet. It's coming December 10th. But I am going to make that deadline. Now, since the comic is coming out on December 10th, I have to figure out what I'm going to do during that time. Because right now, of the recording of this video, which is August, let me check my phone. August 20th, Thursday. 4 months left until the comic comes out. And that's a lot of blank space. No content for people, right? So I've been thinking that maybe I could make these shorts when I finish the first comic issue. I could make these little tiny shorts to, publish and have people have some type of content until then. But who knows? We'll have to see. But I got a lot of big plans for Ethan&Akoni. A lot of big plans. But yeah, once again, going back to the topic at hand. Hold on, I'm about to cough. Gotta dab while I do it. Okay, I cleared my throat. But yeah, going back to the topic at hand, if you really want to make your comic, I encourage you to do it. Please do. And if you do, link it down in the comments section, and I'd be happy to read it. If you're already an established indie comic maker, go ahead, slap it down there. I want to see it. I want to see what you made. And if you have already made your comic or finished your series, comment down below and tell us any tips you have for us just starting out. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this style of video. If you guys like it more when I'm not using a script and sounding like a robot and actually just expressing myself right then and there on the camera, well, not on the camera, on the mic, because I'm not using the camera. You get the point. Just let me know. Give me your opinions. I love you all. I hope you're doing good. And enjoy the rest of the video. Yeah. See ya. Bye.
お前はもう